everyone, and welcome back to English Everyday Channel, where learning English is easy, fun, and a little bit different each time. I'm Emily, and it's so great to see you all again.
Hi, Emily, and hello to all of our wonderful listeners, whether you're at home, at work, or even on the bus. We're so happy you're joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm feeling really good today, Paul. How about you?
I'm feeling amazing. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, I've got my cup of tea in hand, and I'm all set to chat with you. How are you, Emily?
I'm doing well, thank you. But today, I'm actually feeling a bit nostalgic.
Nostalgic? That's a strong word. What does it mean?
Well, nostalgia is when you start thinking about the past, about moments and memories that bring up emotions.
Ah, I see. That makes sense now. I think I feel nostalgic sometimes too. It's a normal feeling, especially at certain times of the year. Why are you thinking about the past today?
It's because a new year has just started, and the old one has finished. It's that time of year when we look back and reflect on everything we've experienced.
Ah, yes. The end of the year always makes us reflect. I think we're all kind of naturally thinking about the past and wondering where the time went.
Exactly. It's a perfect time for reflection. We look back and think about the good moments, the challenges, and the lessons we learned.
Well, Emily, before we get into all of that, let's do something really important.
Yes, we need to ask for a little favor from our amazing listeners. If you enjoy learning English with us, don't forget to click the subscribe button. That helps our channel grow so we can keep bringing you new content.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up or click the like button. It makes us very happy and lets us know we're on the right track.
Also, share this podcast with your friends, family, or anyone who might want to learn English with us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you all so much for your support. We couldn't do it without you. Now, back to reflecting on the year.
Right! So, Paul, when you think about last year, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Oh, that's a great question, Emily. Let me think. Honestly, the first thing I think about is time. It's kind of funny, but I feel like the year passed so quickly.
I totally agree with you. It feels like it was just yesterday that we were celebrating New Year's Eve. The days and months went by faster than I expected.
January feels like it was just a few weeks ago, right? It's amazing how quickly time flies.
Exactly. I remember last New Year's Day so clearly. I was with my family. We had a big dinner, we laughed, we talked about everything that had happened in the past year, and then we all made New Year's resolutions. And now, here we are, a whole year later.
Time really flies when we're busy, doesn't it? So, were you busy last year?
Oh, yes. I was busy with work, with travel, and spending time with my friends. I feel like I didn't stop moving. What about you, Paul?
Same here. I was really busy. I worked a lot, traveled a little, and spent time with friends. But even though I was busy, I don't feel like I wasted any time.
That's good. I think that's the best part of being busy. You feel like you're moving forward, accomplishing things.
Exactly. What about you, Emily? Did you feel like last year went fast, or were there moments that seemed to take forever?
Well, it was a mix of both. Some months felt like they passed in a flash, but other months felt really slow.
Really? Which months felt slow to you?
February was really slow for me. It was cold, it rained almost every day, and I ended up staying inside a lot.
Yeah, winter can definitely make the days feel long. I totally get that. But when the summer came, everything seemed to go by really fast.
Yes, the summer flew by. I went to the beach, I hiked, I spent time with friends, and I had so much fun. You know, fun times always go by quickly.
That's so true. It's like time just disappears when you're enjoying yourself.
Absolutely. All right, Paul, let's switch gears a bit and talk about grammar. You ready?
Always ready. Emily, what's on your mind?
Let's use the past simple tense to talk about one thing you did last year. Tell me one big thing you did.
Hmm, okay, let me think. Ah, last year I didn't go to Canada, but I started learning to play the guitar.
No way. That's awesome. How did that happen?
Well, I always wanted to learn, so I decided to start in March. I took online lessons and I practiced every week.
That's incredible. And how did it go?
Honestly, it was difficult at first. My fingers hurt and I was terrible, but I stuck with it. And now I can play 3 simple songs.
That's amazing, Paul. I'm so proud of you. You learned a new skill. I hope you keep playing.
Thanks, Emily. It was hard at first, but now I feel great about it. What about you? What's one big thing you did last year?
Well, I traveled a lot last year. I visited my sister in Canada, which was amazing. I hadn't seen her in so long.
Canada. That's a long trip. What was the best part of your trip?
Definitely the mountains and the lakes. We went hiking, and the views were breathtaking. I felt so peaceful out there.
I bet. Did you see any wild animals?
Yes, I saw a moose, but thankfully, no bears.
A moose? That's cool. You're so lucky.
It was amazing. But speaking of the past, let's use the present perfect tense now. This is a good time to talk about things we've experienced over time.
Yes, the present perfect connects past experiences to the present. For example, I can say, I have learned to play the guitar.
Right, the learning happened in the past, but it's something I still carry with me now. I've learned so much this year.
Me too. I've learned a lot from my guitar lessons and all the podcasts we've recorded.
Yes, we've recorded so many episodes, and we've helped so many students. I'm really proud of that.
Me too. It's one of my favorite things we've done together. But reflecting on the past isn't just about events, it's also about changes.
Yes! Changes! So, how have you changed this year, Paul?
I think I've become more adventurous with food.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
Well, last year I only ate simple foods, like pizza and sandwiches. But this year, I've tried sushi and spicy curry.
Wow, you're so brave. How was the sushi?
It was delicious. And the curry, my stomach was surprised. But I enjoyed it.
That's a great change. Trying new things is so important. What about you? How have you changed?
Well, I think I've become a bit more relaxed, especially when it comes to taking breaks. I used to feel guilty about resting, but now I've learned the value of rest.
That's a good change, Paul. I've heard that rest is so important.
Yes, it is. I've learned that rest is productive. It helps my mind and body to work better when I'm back at it.
That's such a great lesson. So, Paul, let me ask you this big question. What was the biggest lesson you learned last year?
Oh, that's a deep question. Let me think. I think the biggest lesson I learned is that rest is productive.
Rest is productive? Can you explain that?
Sure, I used to think that resting meant I wasn't working. But last year, I got so tired from working too much, I realized I needed more rest to stay productive.
That's so important. Sometimes we need to slow down to be better in the long run.
Exactly. So now, I make time to rest and take breaks, even when I feel like I should be working.
I love that. It's such a good lesson. Rest helps recharge your energy and improve your work.
Yes, it really does. And you, Emily, what was the biggest lesson you learned last year?
My lesson was about friendship. I learned that good friends are like family.
Ah, that's a beautiful lesson. Tell me more.
Well, last year I had a tough time. My car broke down, I got sick, and I felt really alone. But my friends were amazing. They helped me every day, brought me food, and took care of me.
Wow, that's incredible. Friends really do become like family in times of need.
Yes, I've learned to appreciate my friends more, and I'm so grateful for them.
That's such an important lesson. We need people in our lives. We can't be alone.
Exactly. So, we've learned so much this year. both from good and bad experiences.
Yes, those tough moments teach us the best lessons. We should never regret the past, only learn from it.
A's no regrets, just lessons.
If we made mistakes, that's okay, as long as we've learned from them.
Right. I made mistakes with my guitar, but now I can play 3 songs.
And that's a big achievement. So, as we close the door on last year, what's your feeling about the new year, Emily?
I feel ready. I've learned so much, and I'm excited for new adventures and more lessons.
Me too. I want to make more friends, do more yoga, and, of course, record more podcasts with you.
Absolutely. More podcast always.
I think our listeners have learned some valuable lessons this year too. Everyone has different experiences, but we all grow from them.
Yes, and if you're listening to this, you've learned English this year. That's an amazing achievement. Be proud of yourself.
Yes, absolutely. You deserve a round of applause. Keep going and keep learning one day at a time.
Thank you for listening, everyone. We appreciate each and every one of you. Happy New Year, and keep practicing English.
See you next time. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. Have an amazing week.